Hey, it's me, Puppet DM, and I'm here to tell you all about the sponsors we have here at the Wandering Society. We're sponsored here by Mage Hand Press, makers of a bunch of 5th edition supplements, like the Book of Kobold or their series of new classes. And don't forget, Arcmada, the amazing sci-fi fantasy campaign setting for the world's greatest role-playing game. Be sure to check them out at store.mageandpress.com. Up next, we have Roll20. It's the platform we use here at the Wandering Society to play all of our games. It's easy to use, intuitive, and it now comes with Dark Mode. Be sure to check them out at roll20.net. We're also sponsored by R. Talsorian Games. R. Talsorian Games make great RPGs, and they've been doing so since the early 90s. Check their books. They've got Cyberpunk Red, which Simon tells me has been played here extensively, Castle Falkenstein, which also has been played here, and The Witcher, which has also been. Okay, we get it! Check them out at your FLGS or online at rtalsoriangames.com. Have you ever wanted to wake up and smell the coffee? Well, now you can with this next sponsor, Found Familiar. Get yourself some damn good coffee at foundfamiliar.com and use the code on the screen to get 15% off. What do you mean I can't drink coffee? What the fuck is felt? And we couldn't end this segment without talking about our good friends at Die Hard Dice. That's right. As a Dice affiliate, we are proud to partner with Die Hard Dice to bring you only the best in shiny click-clacks. Click-clacks? What is... Ow. You can check their ever-growing collection over at dieharddice.com and use the link below to get 15% off. You're putting this all on me? I better get a cut. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, welcome to episode 46 of Scion, Birth of the New Gods. I am, as always, Wandering DM. I'm Simon. I will be the fates for this game, which we are about to start and recap the previous session. But before we do that, let's just introduce our cast of wonderful godlings. We'll begin to the, let's go with person that is super shiny right now, next to me. Hello, D. Hi, Lynn.
Oh,
how are you?
Hey everyone. Hey, I'm Lynn. She, they, and today I am playing Dihiga, daughter of Inari, she, her.
And right next to D, we have Finbar. I don't know why I'm using your character's name now.
That's all right. I'm Hawkeye, or Kentucky Hawkeye, and this show, I am Professor Finbar Odupta. child of Ogma. Now, having achieved, like the rest of us, demigod status, we are beyond godly now.
I mean, I need to find another word for like the in between. Something like teen god. Gind? Tods?
God agers.
Yeah, you're Tods. God agers.
God agers.
Up next, we're gonna go up on the overlay. Hello, Kieran.
Hello, I am Hannah, she, her, and in this game I am playing Kieran Kearney, son of Loki, he, him. I didn't cause the trouble last time. Don't look at me.
And last but not least, Morning.
Hi, I'm Renee Rhodes. I play Morning. We both use she, her pronouns, and Morning is the daughter of the Morrigan. I caused the trouble last time.
Indeed, last session, our God Agers went to fake Kieran's place in Sweden, and they found well, first of all, very nice place. Very, it looks very bachelory. They went up to the last floor of the building where the loft was, and they found two doors in the hallway. They started with one that looked a little less flashy. No gold filigree on that door. It led to basically a storage closet that had a secret compartment full of weapons. Guns, knives, you name it. It was there. It was the not quite the Matrix scene, but kind of. It was, however, missing two knives. And all of these weapons actually had Queen's Guard serial numbers. They promptly left the closet and moved towards the main door, which, as we all know, doors being the worst enemy of players, did not open easily. And upon trying to force their way in, the door attacked. The golden filigree that was on the sort of around the door slithered off and wrapped Morning and began to bind her in place. And that's where we left off. And that's where we're going to pick back up. Morning, you are stuck. The bands are pressing tighter and tighter. What are you all doing?
What is...
It's just the one. There's not any others floating around. It's just the one, right?
It's like a it's like it's snaked its way around.
But it's just one. It's just one. It's not. It's not like there was two. One for each of the sides and one for the top.
No, it when it came down, it's basically just this one like golden rope, if you will.
Okay, that's what I need to know. Finbar immediately is going to try to grab a hold of it using using the super strength he has to try to rip it off or pull it off in some sort of form or fashion. If I could crush coal and turn it to diamonds in my hands, I've certainly got enough hand tensile strength to try to do some rip and tear.
Oh yeah. So because you have a +1 scale for this, you'll get 3 enhancements. Bonuses. Which, by the way, remind me, okay, the dislocated shoulder that you got as an injury, was that when you were in the Irish underworld?
Yes.
Okay, that's gone.
That was in battling the battling of the
Titan spawn. Yeah, you can remove all of those bruises. Yeah, so you don't have any penalties, and the roll, if you want to just tear it apart, will be might plus close combat.
A might and close combat.
So immediately we
Okay,
see
but I-
Finbar just rush towards Morning, grab
Hmm.
the golden rope, pull on it with all of his might,
3 successes.
plus
Nice.
3 because of the scale.
Oh.
So 6
Plus 3 gives us
successes.
6.
You tear the rope up. It snaps apart.
Wow, easy.
And it fizzles, little like gold specks. It seems to fall inert. It just hangs limply in your hands, like what would actual rope be.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
you
now we
notice,
just got golden hemp fibers everywhere.
yeah, kind of. You notice, however, that the two ends that you're not holding are slowly trying to rejoin.
I quickly grab them and make sure they do not join together. I'm not going to take a chance that the folklore of the snake putting itself together is going to work.
Yeah, it's very slow, and they do act like snakes. They move.
And I'm just going to kind of like if you had something in your hand, you try to use your fingers to crumple it all, make it a single crumple in your hands. I'm going to do that with my fingers to get it all gathered up, and then just crush both ends into my hands to kill it off to make sure it doesn't try to join.
So you do have the thing that turns stuff into diamonds, right?
Well, yeah, I can. According to my miracles ability, with my strength, I can crush coal and turn it to diamond.
Ooh, yay! Casual miracle time.
Yeah.
That requires
Yeah.
a roll or something. Give me 2 seconds. We were talking about not having Roll20 open when we were in the green room, but you know what? I don't have open
You don't have.
my
Oh
book.
no!
Oh no.
I thought I
So-
saw you on there. That's
Oh
why
no,
didn't
I
see
have
you.
the Roll20. I don't have the book up.
The book.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have-
I mean that's different. That's different.
Yes, but it would have helped. Okay, we are looking at casual. Miracles. Where is it? Ah, there we go. Yes, those are the divinity dice. That's fine. That's not what I'm looking for. Performing casual miracles. No need for call for rolls when appropriate. Blah blah blah. So you just use it. Oh yeah, right. And I have to up the
Oh yeah, that's
the collateral.
What are we at now?
2. No,
Don't put us
you've
at
you've barely been using your casual miracles, everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I used
you
it
just
once. It's the second time I think.
you crush them into actually like gold nuggets. They turn into like pattern of the inside of your fist, but just solid gold.
Okay. I put them in separate pockets. Not want to take any chances yet,
They
since I don't know what it is.
Oh, they're still moving. Oh,
nope, they're not moving.
Okay,
No,
good.
they're not
Okay,
moving
good.
anymore.
good.
So I put them in separate pockets, and I guess with the adrenaline surge I've got going after doing that, I'm just going to turn and try to kick the door.
Oh,
Why not?
by the way, technically doing the casual miracle, while you were doing it, you needed to imbue 1 point of legend. I assume
Okay.
you still have at least 1 legend?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so yeah, because when it's over, your legend comes back. So,
Okay.
so long as you had 1 free, we're good.
Right.
Arr. Meanwhile, morning, Kieran D.
I'm free?
You are.
I think Morning gives the door a nasty look like it betrayed her.
Without the gold filigree
And
on
just-
the door.
Holds her sword close.
Hmm.
What?
Without the gold filigree on the door, it looks way more ominous as an all black, almost like slab of lacquered wood. Less Rich Bachelor, less Barney Stinson, more Obelisk from 2001 Space Odyssey.
I mean, depending on what Finbar does, it might not be ominous for that much longer. Just be...
Kieran D. Finbar, I mean, anyone, you are standing by this door.
Yeah. I mean, Dee's gonna take her place behind Morning, like pretty.
I'll also look over at Kieran and be like, "You have really good security."
Yeah, sure.
And while they talk, I'm just going to take, since I've got this adrenaline surge going right now, I'm just going to lift my right leg foot up, and I'm just going to kick the door right at the knob, and the lock.
With the gold filigree dealt with, you make strength and athletic check.
It would.
Okay. So might and athletics.
Oh yeah, sorry, might and athletic.
No problem. I just want to make sure I was
Yes,
saying correctly.
the drawback of
Alright,
playing so many Onyx Path games.
Mm-hmm. The slight.
We
slight
understand
difference.
by this point. We've
Yeah.
played with
One
you long
success.
enough.
One success.
One success. I'm not the most athletic.
No, but you have epic strength, so that would be 4 successes. You lift your leg up and you go for like that door busting kick,
Mm.
and your foot goes through the door. Feels like tar. And you are now stuck upright, 1 foot inside the door, the other on the ground, and the door slowly seeks to sort of absorb you into itself, like like you stepped in a puddle of tar in a tar pit.
Mm-hmm. Straight out of Uncle Remus, huh?
This is gross.
All right, and I'll use what I can to push back and pull my foot back out.
Before you do, we'll do like a mini initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else, when you see that, would you?
Mm-hmm.
You good, Finbar? You need some help getting out?
I'm hopeful not, but it wouldn't hurt.
All right, I'll grab an arm and start pulling.
It could be really funny if
I'll
Dee,
help.
Yeah.
We can all pull Finbar out.
Yeah.
If everyone helps, one of you rolls might athletics, and that
I
person will
gotcha.
get 2
Morning,
extra
please.
dice for the 2
Please.
other helpers.
Please. That would be 3 dice for D if you. Oh.
I'm not gonna roll. Do I need to roll the other 2?
No, 4 successes is enough. You
Got y'all.
tear.
You helped. You really did.
Wait, no, is it? Oh no. Roll the 2 other dice. It is difficulty
Okay.
5.
Like two-
Two D10.
Oh no.
So I will give you a choice. Either you fail and you get a point of momentum, or you succeed but Finbar gets hurt. Nothing
Fail and
serious.
get
It's going to
point
be a
of momentum,
bruise.
right, Finbar?
I have a feeling we'll get opportunities for momentum later. I'll take the injury.
Okay.
All right. Then you can mark bruised. You've basically pulled the muscle in your ankle as it.
Mhm.
Oh, the door itself is very strong.
Okay, so
And
So
the
the
moment,
office-
by the way, the moment your foot comes out, the door shimmers and becomes solid lacquered wood again.
Oh jeez. Finbar, you okay?
all right. Yeah, I think I may have sprained an ankle, but I think my ankle a little bit, but I think I'll be fine.
No, wait. We don't
I
know
kind of
what's in
hate
this.
your apartment, Karen.
Yeah, I
Is
kind of hate this thing
this-
too.
Does this door have a handle or a lock or
Yeah, it's
anything?
got a handle with a lock. It's the front door.
A handle and a lock?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for the handle.
Put your hand on the handle. And it begins to sizzle.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good.
Yeah. It doesn't change much for Kieran, though. Except the door is locked.
Okay, well,
There is, like, it's a, like a deadbolt. A normal, like, key.
I'd
lock.
like to, take out I'll take my key from around my neck, and I'd like to mold it into modeling clay, just like a lump of modeling clay.
Mhm.
And I'd like to push that into the lock,
Mhm.
pull it back out,
Mhm.
and then solidify that into an actual key.
Yeah. No need to roll or anything. Voila, you've got a key.
Okay, I'd like to try and unlock the door.
Yeah, it's unlocked.
I'll go for the handle again.
It technically it would burn,
Yeah, I mean,
but you open the door, and aside from like smoke coming out of your hand and a bit from the handle, nothing. The door opens as you swing it. Beyond is a spacious apartment.
I think before as like Kieran's working on that, Dee's gonna be like, okay, you said it's bruised. Why don't you just sit down? Let me take a look at it because we don't know what's in there, and I think we're gonna need you at 100% if things go bad. And I think she's going to use what is it? Damage conversion to
Bruce
one of
to
my-
normal.
Bruce normal. Yeah.
Finbar, you're healed.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much.
No problem.
Inside
Hopefully-
this apartment, 2-floor. It's kind of a 2-story high loft. The second floor is a mezzanine, accessed by a staircase. Very modern staircase. You know, the type where it's just the stairs and then there's no like backing. You can see through it. There's no handrail or anything. It goes up to the mezzanine. Under the staircase is the kitchen. Let's call it a kitchenette because that's mostly what it looks like. In front of you, as you walk in, you've got the main floor. To your left, you can see a door leading to a bathroom, and the rest of the area, it's all open, all like super spacious. There's a step that goes down, and there's your like living room area where Kieran owns like a home theater thing with like the giant like 60-70 inch TV with like a nice leather couch. There's a table in the live-in area, not a coffee table, like slightly higher, long mahogany. The only thing that is not like black or silver in this place, and it's got a bunch of like pictures, photos in those like smart picture frames that just cycle photos. There's a display case with like trophies, awards. You figure the bedroom is probably on the second floor because you don't see any other rooms on the first floor. But so far, it is empty.
What do we see in the pictures?
You walk up to. You're gonna have to cross the house. So Kieran strides inside. Nothing happens. The floors, by the way, are like they've been waxed recently. they're so sparkly and shiny that like you could almost see a reflection in it. The pictures in the picture frames depict you, Kieran. It's got like a photo of you graduating from like Yale. There's like a picture like solo you just holding your diploma, which you think you can read on it. It says like a master of like business management or something like that.
MBA,
MBA, yeah.
Master of Business Administration.
Yeah, a business administration. Yeah, yeah, it's an MBA. Then there's a picture of like you with the whole like your whole cohort. There are pictures of you with your mom, like just like hanging out in the living room. It looks like a picture of probably taken like recently because you're an adult in that photo. There are pics of you like next to a brand new sports car. There's a picture of you getting married to like a chestnut-haired woman. She looks a little bit tanned. She's got like the long curly hair, very thin, very trophy wife almost. And of course, none of the wedding pictures really have a lot of people in it. Seems to have been a very small reception. Maybe like you eloped or something.
That's not right. This isn't me at all. This person's hanging out with my ma. This can't stand. What is this? It's kind of are these staged?
It looks like you.
It looks like me, but it's not me. Look at this. I haven't
Successful.
seen my man.
What did you say?
Why?
You okay, Hawkeye?
Yeah, I'm all right. Just laughed too hard.
Kieran, could you make a cunning and integrity roll?
Oh, integrity.
You got any of that?
I do.
Oh, God.
I don't know where
Oh,
it came
damn.
from. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Uh,
10.
You're right, Kieran. Something's definitely off with those pictures. You can barely see it, but from time to time, as the photo changes to another, it seems that the you isn't quite you. Like it's a almost like if it was a filter added on top of the real person.
Like a deep fake.
Kind of like a deep fake. And you would it's a split second, but because of your, divine senses, you can make out a head, a blonde man with blue eyes that isn't you. Like the shape of the head doesn't fit. It's not the same. They have the same hair color as you, though their eyes are like dark blue, and they have like this sort of scraggly chin strap beard with a line that goes down here and a thin mustache. But it
Do I
lasts.
recognize this person?
With your 6 successes, I would say you think you should know who they are, but you can't put your finger on who they are.
What?
Someone's phone's ringing.
This is somebody I know. Someone I know is doing this.
Who?
I can't quite remember. Should we go upstairs, see what more's up there?
Good idea. Maybe we can find like a small den or desk work area
Yeah,
that they work from.
I am on high alert as we are going through. Obviously, all I've got is my big sword, but I'm holding onto it tightly as we make our way through.
You notice, Morning, that the walls of the apartment are devoid of decoration. Suspiciously so.
Okay.
You might want to avoid leaning on the walls. If the door was any indication,
Sure. I will pass that along, and I will like glare at the walls as I go by. I don't trust anything anymore. And just in case, I may as well just show them some bitterness, I guess.
y'all make your way upstairs. There's that mezzanine. And against the far wall, a spacious king-sized bed. It's low to the ground. It seems to have like just a very like bare bones frame to it. There's a little night table next to it. Reading lamp. There's a closet. You can see a door leading to a closet. And a voice rings out from within the walls. Ah. I see you've taken to breaking and entering now, have you?
Who's that?
It sounds like your voice, Kieran, but an octave lower. Like if someone took your voice and put it in a like voice processing software to try to slow it down by like half of a second, not even.
Did we all hear it? Come out, fake Kieran.
By the way, the authorities have been notified. They should be here any minute. That's what you
I'll
get.
fight cops. They're bad.
The voice continues. That's what you get for messing with the Queen's Guard security system version 4.1.
Yeah, hey, give us our company back.
Yeah, this is mine. Queensguard?
The voice repeats the same message. Boy, I see you've taken to breaking and entering. But again, slower. It's a little more warbled.
Is this an automated message?
Automated almost sounds like the batteries run out. You know, when you back in, I realize I'm dating myself this, but back in the old days when we had music on 8-tracks and cassette tapes, and the battery was out and things would get warbled because the battery was going out and the wheels didn't turn as quickly. It almost has a kind of a ring to it.
The message this time doesn't even play all the way up to like Queen's Guard 4.1. It seems to stop mid-sentence and then just goes, "Oi, it's you then." Picking back up the normal speed. "Oi,
Oh,
see you
it's
brought
us.
your friends."
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
can,
have.
you can tell them that the cops are not on the way. They wouldn't do much against you. I know some people.
I know.
I've been watching you. All of yous. Carefully. For years. Don't you remember, Kieran?
I mean, I'm flattered, but I don't. Wait, hold on. I'm becoming Scottish suddenly.
That's because of my accent.
Why don't you come out and show yourself?
And then what? Have the lady with the big sword just slice me in half? No, thank
Yeah.
you. I'll take my chances from where I am.
Where are you, coward?
To be fair, too, I will slash you in half wherever we find you. So, and we will find you.
You
So
probably
it would be
will.
better for you to come out and talk now. Rather
Why?
That's true. I might not do it here, actually.
I like being a disembodied voice. Seems to play on y'all's nerves. And I like playing on your nerves. It's one of the few things that prove to me that you're all alive. I like that. So what did you think of the new direction Queensguard's taken? Oh no, that's right. You didn't go to any of the company meetings, Kieran.
Yeah, I've been away. So, what's been going on in this stead? Who are you?
You know me. Or maybe you should. You ought to. But you can't. You can't, and that's gonna eat you from the inside. And that's going to be my victory. Crossed me once and all that. If you really want to, as a consolation prize, I can just leave you this apartment. You can live your rest of your days with your little friends in a commune here in Stockholm. How about that?
You know what? I think my better option is to find yous, kill yous, and then take the apartment because nobody else will be living here, and it's in my name. So
Ooh,
you know.
threats? Ooh, shaking in my boots. What are you gonna do? Throw a lighter or a key
Oh.
at me?
Wait a minute. How the fuck did you know about the lighter and the key?
I told you. I've been watching you. Been watching all of you. For instance, I know that right now there's a tiny little college student all the way back in America. She's fervently searching the internet for gods and such, and that's kind of dangerous, you know? She could attract the attention of people that are on the lookout for such things. I mean, if I remember correctly, there's also a lass back in Ireland who did the same thing. She disappeared. Oh, you wouldn't want her to disappear as well, would you? What's your name? Foxy lady.
Her main name is Nema. And if you know what she is, I would suggest you letting me know so I don't have to try to drag it out of you syllable by syllable.
Oh, this is why I'd rather stay where I am. I mean, Nama is probably within a few feet of me right now. She's in her room. I'm in the kitchen.
I know you're not Kieran.
No, I'm not. Very good skills at deduction, ma'am. But the thing is who am I? What am I? Oh,
what? You're a
and can
rat
you...
bastard. That's what you are. You're bluffing. I bet you anything. You're bluffing.
Bluffing about what?
About everything. You don't know where Nema is. You don't know nothing about the people that we care about. You don't know nothing about me. If you really wanted to destroy me, why did you make me so successful in your version of my life? Hey.
I'm taking over your life. What do you have left? Name me one thing you have left that I haven't taken from you.
Godly powers. What do you have against that?
Everything. And you can feel that you've like struck a nerve.
Question.
Yes.
Does this, as we're listening, does this seem like mystical, or is this in any way like being piped through like electronics in the house?
Ooh, you would know about spirits.
Mhm.
It seems to be electronic. It seems to come from, so the walls probably have like speakers in them and cameras. They might just be some sort of weird like one-way windows, hence the lack of decorations. From what you see, or from what you can deduce from where you are,
Mhm.
that voice never spoke when you were walking down the first floor.
Mhm.
So it's gotta be somewhere on the second floor.
I have an ability to tap into electronics without having to touch them.
Oh, is it a casual miracle?
It's not a casual
God
miracle.
damn.
It's one of my NACs,
Okay.
wireless interface. Electronic devices respond to you without having to touch them.
Equal to your knack skill with your hands free. That would be your technology skill, I guess. So 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could just tap into the cameras and speakers and microphones.
Yeah. I would like to, if there's at all possible, try and figure out where the signal's coming from. Like a reverse, like wiretap sort of situation.
Oh, that I would ask for a roll.
Yes, of course. I will. Yeah.
I will say that is very cunning.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go with cunning and technology.
Okay.
And because Kieran is keeping the voice occupied, we'll give you a +1 enhancement.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it. 4 successes.
You'll succeed. It's gonna take a little while for you to be able to ping and bounce up and down. I will give you the location in a sec. So as you just focus, the voice says, "I think something is wrong with the Foxy lady. What is she doing?"
Oh, her, don't you mind her. You're freaking her out.
You don't touch my friend.
Oh, I don't touch anyone, for that matter. People are dirty, you know.
Shorty, you don't touch people, but you know exactly where Mima is.
Well, yeah.
Tell me another one.
Oh, you know how sometimes you can make a wee mistake in your past and it comes back around to bite you in the arse? Well, I am that tiny mistake. I am that person that got double-crossed and then wished upon a star. Oh, yeah. Oh, Kieran's brain's working hard. I can see the gears turning. Too bad there's a gear missing.
Is this ringing any bells?
Out of game, you probably should already know.
Yeah.
Because it's stuff you told me when we made your character.
Right.
Remember that guy that used to be your partner?
Mm-hmm.
You, Hannah, can remember it.
Hannah,
for some reason, Kieran, you know that you know the guy. You now know that there is a hole in your mind. That basically, from the moment you parted ways with him, there's just bits missing. strange bits that normally would be like mundane memories. But you suddenly find yourself like, oh yeah, when I hunted for apartments in Niantic, I went to visit those 3 places. No, wait, that was 2. No, that's impossible. There's like 2.5 hours of your day that's just missing. And then another one. And another one. And as you think about that, I'll just pause it for 2 seconds, go back to D. You find where the signal is coming from. It pings in London. But then it goes all over the place.
Okay.
Like from London, they're using NordVPN.
To like.
But yeah, they're using like security to try to mask their. I mean, if the voice is right and they did kidnap Nemain, then technically they are also wanted by just mundane cops, or at least someone's looking for her. Maybe, perhaps. So they're protecting themselves mundanely from mundane people. But yeah, so Kieran, to get back to you, it's starting to feel like someone removed those memories. And putting 1 and 1 together with your integrity roll from earlier, feels like every bit of memory you're missing are moments in time when you and this disembodied voice probably crossed paths. The voice did say that it has been like studying you and watching you. So maybe every time you did encounter him, what?
Who has the power to do that? It's just gone.
Boy, yeah. You would be a real prick to do that, yeah. To remove the memories of someone. I wonder who could do that. I wonder what kind of asshole-ish greater power has the ability to just pluck memories. Create the ultimate lie.
Not my dad.
Oh, I'm not saying it's your dad. I'm not saying it's not either. I'm just saying, would be a real asshole move. But anyway, I gotta go. Dinner's almost ready. We're eating macaroni casserole tonight. So, ta-ta for now. Don't try to find me. And, well, you could go back to your little life of anonymity. I'll keep living mine. I mean yours. Say hi to your mum.
What would you do with my ma?
And the communication just cuts off there.
As it shuts off, can I fry this system?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with like a thought, you can just
Yeah.
break it.
Yeah. So like once he hangs up, I'll fry it.
Oh, I hate whoever that is.
Throughout the walls,
Sure,
you can hear the bzz, 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 bzz of all the speakers frying one by one.
We can all hear this, right?
Oh yeah, he had a really nice like surround sound system
Right.
all over his
As I
loft.
hear this, I look to D, give her a silent look of making sure that's you doing that, right?
Yeah, she'll nod. It's like, sure can talk a lot, can't they?
I have no idea who that is.
Well, whoever you are, I think you're able to keep him on the line enough to get an idea where they are.
Did you find him?
Not an exact location, but London. After that, it gets all scrambled. Security of some sort, but it seems like it's come from there.
I'd like to make a suggestion.
I?
One of these, the one thing that whoever this bastard fool is, he's at least consistent in one thing. He's using Queen's he's using the security company for all he can get out of it. Do we not have a regional or at least national office here? Office located probably in London?
The nearest location is Dublin, because of what you did when you went there. Bless you. What you did when you went to Ireland the first time. Remember, there was that tiny security company, and you guys were like,
Right.
we're just gonna buy them and then merge them with ours. Yeah, so that's your UK regional office.
Might I suggest we go there, use our positions? I mean, they're not going to deny you, Kieran, because you're the one who's evidently in charge of the whole blooming thing.
Apparently.
Go in, and we can find out where you, quote unquote, were doing that signal from. Because with it being you, you should be able to access anything that he's got access to, because he's you, you're him, whatever way you want to set up the equation. If he can imitate you, why can't you imitate him?
It's true.
You got a point there.
We can find out from there where everything's traced to, and that'll give us a running start on where he is and where everybody else is.
That's good. Shall we then?
Yeah. Sooner before
Onward.
they figure out something that we know where they are is better. So, yeah.
I will say, I am very tempted to cut this faker in half.
Let's find out what he knows about everybody that we care about first, and then I won't say now that I'll stop you from cutting him in half. But first, let's keep him alive long enough to see what he's done with my ma, and with your friends, with Name. You know.
I get it, but the cutting in half thing was his idea. He gave that to me on a silver platter. So once we get there, just tell me when.
Don't worry, when the time comes, we'll let you know, and our version of the Ronco Vegemite can slice and dice as much as she wants.
You prepare to depart the apartment. I would like everyone to make a roll for me. Actually, no.
Oh.
My bad. Morning won't need to roll, but everyone else, if you want, you can roll resolve and composure, which unfortunately you'll have to roll with the normal dice. But Morning notices it because it's been a while since it happened. The last time it happened was in Niantic, way back when. From across the street, in between two buildings, there is a deer. Sort of ghostly, pale, purplish. Just looking up at the apartment before poofing away in a cloud of smoke. Anyone who gets 2 successes on that resolve composure would also have time to see it.
Resolve and composure, you said, right? All right. Let's roll all. It's D10s, correct?
Yes. So Kieran got it, D got it, and Finbar got it. You don't need to re-roll your 10s. You're all fine. So you all have time to see that from the giant loft windows, just that kind of pale.
Could we recognize any face or form to it?
It's a deer. A literal deer. You remember Morning from a long time ago. Weren't you followed by deer spirits? They kept trying to get you back to the garden?
It was.
It took a while. Probably you going back to the garden and then leaving again for them to come back. It's the first time you see one since, you've left originally. But it sort of coincides with you just leaving the garden and just seeing that thing. I'm just saying. But it did disappear.
Okay.
Are you okay, Morin?
Yeah, just saw a spirit is all.
That deer we saw across the way.
Hmm?
That deer
Yeah.
we saw. Trying to send you a message. Are they now?
Maybe. The last time the message was come home. I feel like it's not that easy anymore.
Well, come, I think we have a stop in Dublin to make.
All right, I'll keep an eye on if we see it again. If we see it again, it's probably something important. Might have to make a double detour if we do, I guess.
Wouldn't be the first or the last.
Do you use one of the doors here to teleport? Oh, no, wait, you can't. No, there's no ledge anymore.
I can kind of. I could.
That wasn't me being, like, a brat or anything. I just genuinely misremembered.
Yeah, no, we forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How? I mean, we're not super far away, so it's like it's.
Nah, Europe is tiny.
Yeah, we're not super far away, so. Do you think we could probably just mundane travel there, unless we want to make it, unless we wanted to.
I mean, if you want to mundane travel,
you know what? It might be to our advantage to
because it still
for
is.
D.
Okay.
It might be advantage for D to do that liminal thing.
Because it's like a 2.5 hour flight.
Yeah, it's a 2.5 hour flight, but this person might be tapped in electronically.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye out where Kieran, especially. It might be worth it just to take mystical way to minimize our like footprint, so they know if they know that if we've zeroed in on them, they might move.
You can walk it in 40 days. Well, I mean, you can walk it in 40 days provided you walk on water.
Yeah, but I have the where is it? Because I have something like similar to that. Let me see if I can put that in there, but I think it requires me to spend legend.
Is it a casual miracle?
It's a knack.
Oh, okay.
But I think the scale last time required
Aim you for scale when creating a path, doorway, or passage that others can cross this way. Oh, what's the name of that knack?
Trailblaze.
Trailblaze. Was that an immortal knack? Do you remember which book
it was? A demigod. It wasn't a demigod.
It's
book.
a demigod knack. Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is under liminal.
Yeah. I think it was there. I think we just might have had trouble like finding it for some reason, I think.
I found it.
Last time. There we go.
You can, but in order to do that, you need to link it to your legendary title and your calling. Which means... I mean, liminal works. That's fine.
Yeah, I thought...
But how does it link to your titles?
Where the hell did I even put that? Oh, boy.
You put it in notes at the bottom.
So it has to link the Traveler of Growth and Succor. So, like, Traveler.
So, like, both in how... Maybe where you create it. Like, if the area where you create it can be linked to your title, that works. If the arrival point can be linked to your title, that can work. Like, anything symbolism related, that,
I would say maybe if it's like, it would require like a tree or like a ivy loop or something like that. Some like, I think something with like growth or something like that. Does that work?
There are parks in London.
Yeah.
You would just need to find a park in Stockholm and you're good.
Yeah.
Like from tree to tree.
Yeah.
You'll have to walk around the city for like maybe like a half hour to an hour to just find one that has like a tree big enough that you feel like you could open a door in it. So I will ask everyone.
Yeah, either like tree or like, you know, like people make those like vine arches or something like that. Anything like that, I think.
Oh yeah.
Or an ivy covered wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like anything, any of those three you can find. Let me know which one you want.
You know, the ivy wall I think is a cool thing. Like just to like pull that back.
All right.
Spend. This is to require a spend of legend, correct?
Imbue a legend.
Yeah.
And so it's only imbued while it stays open. So I mean, you're gonna have everyone go in, then you're gonna go in, and then it's gonna come back.
Okay.
Basically, since we're not in combat, we don't have to like. So long as you have the legend.
Okay.
By the way, people, your players, is there anything you wanted to do in Stockholm before departing?
Take his clothes. Take some of his clothes.
Yeah, does he have any nice clothes?
You open the closet, and Kieran, aside from like a few like suits, everything else is all the clothes you used to own or owned at some point that you loved.
That's incredibly creepy.
That's not.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But they're not actually yours. They're just like the same. Like, let's say you really love like a
Even
baseball.
creepier. That's worse.
He just
We
bought
got
an
some sort of
entire.
stalker here or something.
Yep.
Someone is like making a cosplay like stockpile of your stuff. That's not.
Instead of a closet cosplay, it's a cosplay closet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got all of this, and it even has like, so when you open the it's not a walk-in closet, but it's a rather sizable one. So you have like all of the clothes on hangers and everything, and then you have like on the floor, you've got like boots and shoes and all that, and then you have like this little sort of sets of drawers. Then inside you have like underwear, socks, whatever, and then there's one that just has like trinkets. And you can see, like, there is a metallic snake belt buckle thing. There's like a chain, a tiny chain with a key on it. There's a couple lighters. There's a couple spare keys that all look different. Probably to like match it with the clothes that they were wearing. But like it's a believable disguise.
I'll take the nice suits and the accessories. Is there any jewelry?
Yes. in one of the drawers, you have jewelry that you never wore.
Okay.
So you have like a couple of rings, some rather big and ostentatious, some smaller, thinner. Most of it has iconography of either tree related or snake related.
Okay. I'll take the accessories, the
dragon.
jewelry, and the nice suits then.
Okay. The suits are they're nice, but you look at them and you're like, they're a bit on the sleazier side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I can't have that. That's out of character for me.
Sure.
Whole closet of
sure.
almost Armani's.
It's no, they would be Armani's, but they were altered in such a way, like, for instance, most of them, the first, like, the topmost button reaches like here. It doesn't button up to the top.
My slutty Armani's. That's fine.
Let's go, Armani.
Sure. Yes to both your statements. And yeah. Oh, and there is one Queen's Guard trench coat.
Take that too.
It is very nice. It's more like almost like a raincoat than an actual trench coat. Very fashion. Very like need to show up to places and rep Queen's Guard when it's a little chilly out there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Dublin. You might need it.
And you notice inside the coat it's been slightly altered. Inside both chest, what would be your inside chest pockets, are in fact knife holders, like sheaths, but they're empty.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember, he was missing 2 knives in his armor.
Cool.
Let's take a look at those knives in the armory.
That are missing?
Well, if they're missing, we can't really take a look
That's
at them.
okay. So you want to look at the other ones? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. If you look at it before leaving, there's a bunch of They vary in shape and sizes. Like you have there's a very nice Bowie knife. There's a few like switchblades. You've got of course like pocket knives. Many of them are on the finer end of the spectrum. Not so much weapons as like things to be displayed, collector's item.
Uh-huh.
There's a very, very nice chef's knife.
Right.
That looks like, it's the type of expensive, and it's got like a Japanese maker's mark on it from.
So Okinawa.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Except you don't read Japanese, but D does.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to mention that earlier. The signature on it says Hattori.
Oh. Oh, this is a fancy knife.
I mean, we're not really hurting for money. We can just leave that. But Finbar, do any of these knives give off any magical sense?
I checked earlier and no.
Sorry, you were
No.
the episode
Yeah,
you missed.
they're totally. Well, she wasn't in the room at the time with us.
That's true, that's
stayed
true.
at the door. So
Okay.
Did the
when I
knives?
checked earlier, and I will double check now, but no, everything
Okay.
here is mundane.
Was it everything, or was it the knives included, or was it just the guns that were mad?
The guns were mad.
The knives were.
You want to talk to the knives?
I don't know if I want to talk to them. If we're not going to take them, I'm not going to talk to the knives.
You know what? It wouldn't hurt to find out what kind of knife. What were the 2 knives that he took?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
can be
I'll,
ready ahead of time.
I'll ask the.
Ask which of the friends is missing.
I'll ask that Japanese knife because maybe it's old enough that it doesn't have necessarily the allegiance that the other ones might have. So like
Because
I'll
it
ask
is a
the
chef's
knife.
knife, not the fighting.
Which of the 2 knives are missing? What kind were they?
Hey, took his favored ones. The nice ones. The ones he keeps on his person all the time. He leaves us to rot and to rust. I used to be much more than a kitchen knife, you know. I could have been better than his fangs, as he calls them.
She said, like, when Ducci hears fangs, she's like, he has a look like, that's not good. It's like,
I helped
Judgy.
secure Japan, and here I am in a closet in
So-
old land with no sun.
so you don't want to stay here, and you don't like that you have to stay here.
I don't like here. I don't like anyone I'm stuck here with. And you can feel the guns being like angrier.
Okay, yep, okay, I'm gonna, the knife is unhappy. You know what? I think Dee's gonna pick up knife and just, it's like, you know what? Take you someplace. Just have to chill in the bag for a little while. We'll get you out of here. You'll be, you know, we'll figure out somebody that can use you, because these guns are bad.
I can sense the motherland in you.
Yes.
You could use me, like in the good old days. I could be your blade.
Sure. In the bag. Right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Right.
What did it
This
say?
knife, the knife did not want to be here either. The guns freak it out. Also, this might not be a good sign, but it called the knives have names. They're called fangs. That's probably not good, which probably means that he knows how to use them pretty well. That's his favorite ones. So, yeah, good, fun.
Hmm.
Nice.
Do any of us recognize that as being a slang term for any sort of specific type of knife? Or
No, but not
There-
specifically. But there was like on his jewelry, there's imagery of like dragons and snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the immediate thought
Dragons-
is Jormungandr.
Dragon,
But-
snakes, wolves, all those sort of things have, like, you know, teeth
Mhm.
and whatnot.
But Jormungandr was not the only snake.
Right.
You want to make intelligence a culture
Yes.
or a cult? And also, the your knife is made from Ieyasu Tokugawa's katana.
Oh wow, cool.
Ooh.
I would
It
I would
is
use it, except for
that-
D can't use that. Can't use a knife or
Like it's not magical, but it
Yeah.
is way
Yeah.
old.
Intellect or can I use cunning?
You can use cunning.
Okay.
Have you heard
Sweet.
about our Lord and Savior Nidahogger?
Oh no. Oh no.
Or it should be, sorry, it should be pronounced, I think, Nithogger.
Hannah, am not familiar, but I can look it up.
So Nithogger, or Nidog in English, is the... So if Jormungandr was the snake that ate its tail and all that,
Mhm.
that lives around Yggdrasil, Nidog was under Yggdrasil. It is a dragon who gnaws at the root of Yggdrasil that
okay.
eats...
at the root of the tree.
Yeah, and it eats the corpses of those guilty of murder, adultery, and oath breaking.
Cool.
And there is one thing in myth that Nidhogger wants more than anything, and it is to have a life, to actually live. It is extremely jealous of the living.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh,
And now that
Great.
this is known, in our Legend Keeper.
Oh no.
I'll put the link in our Discord chat if you want, but there is the picture that you saw in the sorry, there is the picture that you saw in the picture frame.
Oh no.
Young blonde
Oh, no.
guy. It's like a modern kind of Viking-ish person.
Oh boy.
For those of you who are joining us on Twitch, I might be able to find it very quickly. Because
Cool.
it is a pic I found on Pinterest for that face claim. I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat. But there you go. It would be this person.
Yeah, because I'm having an issue opening Legend Keeper.
Oh,
so
no
that
problem.
would
I
be-
can
boy.
do this. Or
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
yeah, like the guy's good looking.
Just wants to be you, that's all.
It just he wants to be you.
He just wants to be.
And yeah, you used to run cons with him. But on that, we're gonna take a tiny little break because I just saw the time. We'll be back in like 5-ish minutes, everyone. Stick around. When we come back, I think we'll skip right away to London with a tiny tangent from me
I thought we were going to Dublin.
Dublin.
Dublin. I said
Dublin.
London. I meant Dublin. So many
Okay,
cities.
just want to make sure.
See you in a few minutes.
something
Hello!
different from the way we do it. All right.
We're back. So, I said we had a tiny tangent. Because when you leave for Dublin and you create this portal, I rolled a thing earlier in... Two seconds.
Was that roll, that mysterious roll that happened?
Yes, it's that mysterious roll that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That mysterious one success roll that you did.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I rolled a few successes. People saw you.
Hmm.
And that's going to start... Fate is going to start weaving these things into yourself, your
Mhm.
divine identity, right? And so you can write down somewhere on your sheet that you said an ivy wall earlier.
Yeah, we'll say Ivy Wall.
So
yeah.
ivy is now part of your
Hell yeah.
thing. Maybe as a favored plant or whatever, but you know, when the cult of D sort of begins to spread,
Mhm.
ivy is gonna weave its way into it.
Cool.
That's cool.
And plop plop, you'll reappear in a park in Dublin. Or did you want to reappear out of an ivy wall?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I would
Well,
imagine I probably would have told her where I knew there was one.
Yeah.
We'll do even
in the
better.
city.
There is one growing on the side of the wall of the
You know
Queen's Guard
what?
building.
I mean, you know, we'll do that. We'll I guess D could also like Google Street this thing. It's like, oh, there's one right there. All right, let's do it.
Ivy Wall, Ireland.
Ivy, or just like yeah, just look at the neighborhood for a few minutes, and it's like, oh, there's one right there. Cool.
Plop plop.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ireland. And yeah, if you look like to your left, it's the Queen's Guard building.
Nice.
Well, shall we go see if any of our old friends are there?
Yeah. Time to be business, Kieran, I guess.
Good thing you brought the suits.
Yeah, I will change into one of my Armani suits.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm not leaving the sword anywhere. I'm taking the sword with me.
That's fine.
Cool. I always did before, so.
Yeah.
It didn't bother them before. It shouldn't bother them now.
Mm-hmm. Be more suspicious if you didn't have it on you.
When you walk in, the person at the desk, security agent, is about to tell you to that they are closed. You know, it's you're at night, and they were about to say, you know, business is closed. But then their face change. You recognize them as Simon is frantically looking for their name because what the hell? Where is it?
Was this one of the two people that we forced to like drive around? Like,
Yes.
We kind of like drive us
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
Figured
yes.
we'd be meeting up with them.
Yeah.
It is what the name?
They saw that we wouldn't pay someone to use the campground. I think I.
It was by it's Vidya.
Yeah.
Vidya, the so that like younger Indian guy that just looks up from his desk. And just goes, oh, boss. Oh, and wow, it's all of you.
Yep.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we're closed. You see he like presses something on his desk, maybe on his keyboard or something. And then he gets up.
When I see that, do I see that?
You see him pressing something. You don't know what exactly.
Can I disconnect whatever that thing is?
Yeah, you can tap into it. He just
Yeah.
turned the cameras off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he motions for
camera's
you
off.
to leave the
Okay.
building as he walks up to you.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. You're telling your boss that you want me to leave.
We can just go talk outside, please, boss.
Oh, okay. You know
It's
what?
fresh.
We can
It's
do
fresh air outside, and we
Yeah,
are
that's-
closed.
it's
We are
true.
closed, by the way. Goodbye,
Closed.
people.
Very close.
that. Nice Irish air outside. We could do that.
And the moment you step outside, he locks the door and goes, I thought you had all disappeared.
Yeah.
We did. We're back.
We had in a sense, but now we're back.
Yeah, common misconception.
Maeve and I always thought that something was weird when you were the only one that came back, boss, and everyone else was just, persona non grata. We couldn't even talk about you in the office. And I mean, we've met you. You're not here. It's like, the American HQ just changed policies and everything. I figured something was wrong. I mean, we drove you around. We always thought you guys were a little bit special. Also, why do you have tails?
We're special.
Fashion.
That's part of the specialness.
Uh-huh.
Youth culture.
Ooh, and because Simon half forgot, is Midnight with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We take the horse. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
go for
also
it.
this is why D uses these portals, because like getting Midnight to
This is exactly how they know this is the real us, because the fake us wouldn't be carrying around all this bullshit. We've got a horse, a sword, Dee's got tails. Like,
There's a guy with a baseball bat.
exactly. He's just
Mhm.
hanging out with his
Baseball bat, yeah.
Louisville Slugger. They're like, oh, these are the real assholes. This
be a
is,
bunch of weirdos. Yeah.
We're the OC.
Fake Kieran doesn't bring about like a bunch of stuff. That's how you know he's not a main character.
Real Kieran, fake Kieran pays for stuff without haggling. It's like not like us.
But yeah, Vidya says, a surprise and a delight to see you here. I would tell Maeve, but she's off for the night. Yeah, what brings you here?
But we need to do, shall we say, some electronic legwork. And we need to do it, we prefer to do it from here.
Okay. I can maybe help. I mean, there's a few people working tonight. They don't really know you. It's like new employees, newer employees, hired within the last year.
So
Is Kieran
They-
is fake Kieran a bad boss?
There's been some good and some bad. I mean, the good is we all got an extra week of vacation a year. But one of the bad thing is you can't ask questions about anything anymore. We just have these weird contracts coming in from time to time of just
how weird.
the thing you guys did that told us that wouldn't really happen anymore. We like watch empty places, which that's normally okay. I mean, if someone has like a store that's just being renovated and it's empty, like we're gonna have like someone scheduled to be there,
Sure.
Overnight
What
for
what
playing-
other kinds of empty places are you being set to watch?
They're like squatter places, like ruins,
Anywhere in London?
anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah.
Here, London, a bit around the UK, France, Spain, Portugal.
Individual peoples as well.
Never people. Not since the new boss came in. We don't watch people anymore.
Okay.
We don't offer
Alright, so that
bodyguard services. Well, I mean, our branch here doesn't. I don't know about America, but
Is there any way that we could get a list of these places that you've been sent to watch?
Or better yet, can you let me access to the console of this thing if we have one here?
Yeah. I mean, oh. We need to sort of, disguise you or something so you look like, not you. I can disable the cams right now. The cams have been glitching for a while. I think we have a vermin problem, and home office doesn't want to deal with it. I think they've been chewing through some things. So cams go on and off, and sometimes a building unlocks itself. So it's okay if I get back to my post quickly, but with the cams on, if the boss sees that you're here, I don't know what he's gonna. I figure he's not your friend.
No.
No, you could say that.
And he's not him. I point to Kieran.
I assume it was some sort of like Mission Impossible face mask thing. Because I don't know, there was might be in the
not
behavior,
too far off.
but it felt off. Anyway, any open unlocks the thing. It's just, yeah, if any one of you can just not look like you, come back in. Oh, I know. Give me a moment. And he goes back inside. While you're waiting for
Kieran,
Vidya to come.
You can change your appearance, right? Or am I remembering something?
Who?
You, Kieran.
Yeah, I can. I'm looking at my sheet right now to see if I can do it to all of yous, but I don't know.
But if push comes to shove, you could go in by yourself and
That's true.
make yourself look like some nondescript employee. However, you wouldn't have us immediate for backup.
Yeah, actually, you could have
And
me. I mean, if we have like a backpack, I can just turn to a fox and sit there. I don't need to be at the keyboard. I just need to be in the area.
that's what I was gonna ask. Do you would need to be there to access the console?
I just have to be in the same area, for it. It doesn't have to be so I can be in a bag or something.
I have a bag. I have a messenger bag.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Does ephemera work versus cameras?
Let me check. If it's a demigod boon or something, it probably does. What gives you ephemera?
Right now, my key can give me ephemera. It says you create an illusory image of a person, animal, or object up to the size of a car. The illusion is lifelike and seems completely authentic, but it has no physical substance and cannot exert force. It can move, but must remain within my range.
Ephemera would be that would be the other one in hero. Let me see.
Because if it's up to the size of a car, I can just use ephemera on myself and have them all sort of in my vicinity so that it just looks like one person is walking through the halls.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's cool.
As long as we just stay together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just need to check with deception. Ephemera. Yeah, I don't see why it shouldn't do it. Because it's anyone who's non-trivial looking at you. So if, let's say, fake Kieran looked at the footage, there would be a clash of wills. So you would make a roll, he would make a roll, whoever wins. If it's you, the illusion stays. If not, he sees through it. Kind of what happened with the pictures.
Well, we can certainly try that.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Right? You would notice Vidya coming back with one shirt. A Queen's Guard shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And he just opens the door and is like, I found that. I forgot we had like spare ones. It's a large, but
I'll put it on.
no. It's a white shirt with like the Queen's Guard logo on the breast pocket. Come in.
Okay. And we're gonna just sort of like we're gonna head into the building in, I guess, single file to get through the door. But then we're just sort of gonna cluster, and I'm gonna use my key to initiate ephemera. So I'm just gonna make myself look sort of nondescript, sort of Sam Rockwell. And
And everyone else looks like
nothing.
nothing.
They're invisible. So I'm just a dude in a shirt walking through these halls.
Vidya is right there. And
Cool.
he just looks at you. You can see Morning D Finbar. You can see that he tries to look where you are. And he just like looks like over your shoulders, all of you. Where's everyone? What's going on? How did you do that?
Tech magic. You go home. You know, have yourself a nice cup of tea, rest, come back tomorrow. Everything will be fine.
I knew you were.
I wave, knowing full well Vidya can't see me.
I knew you were. Odd, but that's just. Who's gonna look out for the horse outside?
You
He's
Just-
fine on his own.
leave the horse in the alleyway. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I resist
And-
the urge to create a ghostly voice.
He walks right into you. Like you have the group of you have to like sort of move around him because he doesn't know. Like he would have walked past Kieran, but with no knowledge that you are here, and he has no idea. The four of you make your way into the office. I mean, you know the Dublin office. You've seen it a bit before, so you know like that behind the reception area. Like it's a small, like I think it was like a 5-story building, something like that.
It wasn't like, yeah, super.
So you head into the offices. There's a bunch of computers there anyway. And that's where we're going to end for today.
We are in, I guess.
We're going to do the sleuthing next week. But yeah, Vidya, by the way, because he's not, well, he might be fate bound now, wasn't before, but because he spent time with you, close to you for a while, there's a tiny bit of I'm not gonna say loyalty, but almost, not devotion, not quite.
Mm-hmm.
It's like to put it in like hyperbolic terms, he would be like a prophet. He knows the real you, and he knows the fake you. He doesn't know why, but he knows that that is the case.
He's our John the Baptist proclaiming the way of the.
Kind of, yeah.
Demigod.
Except he can't understand what it is. It would be if John the Baptist was like, that hairy dude over there is special. That other hairy dude over there who pretends to be the first guy is not the same. Even though they look alike. I don't know why, but I feel like one is real and one is an imposter.
He's got a good vibrator.
Yeah, but now that you've used your powers in front of him, that bond gets more solid. I mean, at some point, he'll definitely... There is footage of you four walking into a wall, like Harry Potter style. So... yeah. But on that note, thank you everyone for coming this afternoon. Oof. Thank you, players, for taking time off your Saturday afternoon to come play God with me. Let's go around the table, tell us who you are, where we can find you. We'll do the opposite order that we did the intro, so we'll start with Morning, if you have anything to shout out. Thanks for coming, by the way.
Hi, I'm glad I could be here. I always love playing this game, and I love the trouble we get into. I'm glad that the door trouble didn't last very long, because I was very confused that my sword did not help in that situation. I'm
I had
Renee.
everything trapped.
I know. I'm Renee. I'm around on Twitter for now at RayDeanR. But you can also find me at Hive on at RayDean, because I am trying to diversify a bit in case of the worst. Most of my projects, podcasting, writing, streams, whatever else you can find on there, along with random stuff like pictures of my cats and updates on home games, things like that. So see you around.
Thank you for coming. Next up, Kieran.
I'm Kieran. I am Hannah. You can find me for now on Twitter at HanimationArt. You can find me on Hive at Just Plain Hanimation. You can find me everywhere else at Hanimation Studios. And you can find me back here on Saturdays for Scion. And this week, coming up on Monday, you can find me here on this channel at 8 p.m. for some vampire.
You're going to be on that.
So excited. So, yeah, and you can also find my stuff at hanimation.shop in case you want to get in your geeky last-minute Christmas shopping done and you know some video game nerds in your life. So, all fun stuff. Thank you so much for having me, Simon. This was a lot of fun.
You're very welcome. Finbar.
Hey, I'm Finbar, otherwise known as Hawkeye or Techie Hawkeye. You can find me here on Saturdays doing our fun thing, showing that sometimes Cast's Fist works as good as anything else. On Mondays, you can catch my daughter and I as we have our family night at the Emporium. We've just had some new art made. We have complete art made of Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium now that we use for our intros and stuff by the same artist who did the original work for us, Mia Au on Instagram. Highly recommend her for commissions. All that does be like cute look, the cutesy kind of style that she's got with all that, which fits for what I was going for, and all that works great. But anyway, my daughter Bonnie and I on Monday nights, we're doing our version of Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, or as we call it, the Quest for Mouse Droid, as we're working our way through that. Tuesday nights, we'll be back with our weekly Skyrim adventures, where we're currently doing Bevset, the sister of Bellathor. She's wiped out most of the slave ring that she was sold into by her brother, and now it's a matter of taking out one highly powerful Thane in Solitude, and then going after her brother and the ringleader of it all, Mazine. And then on Wednesday nights is Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K22 universe, where a number of DMs, GMs, and RPG players from across the Twitch universe compete in a ring that we lovingly call the Dice Tray. We recently finished our latest pay-per-view. I think it went real well, except the matches went real well, but unfortunately, we had a crash, and the big women's matchup, the Coven versus the Holy Order, which Radian and Hannah are both a part of, that match got stomped on. So what we're going to do is we're going to be redoing that match Wednesday night. So we will have their joust match, 4 versus 4 tag team elimination. We'll have our men's tag team championship tournament match, and we'll be introducing some new wrestlers in 3 who were introduced at the pay-per-view itself. Mythmatic, Pathetic Wolf, and Meji will be in solo action, and we might be premiering a new manager. And if things get done, we may have another lady joining the keep if we get the character created up in time. So we have all sorts of fun brewing there. So otherwise, you might catch me in your streams, Cancer Cleric by day and RPG Fanboy by night.
Thank you for coming, and last but not least, D.
Hey, I'm Lynn. Gremlin art pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Hive, Instagram, all those places you can find my art and what I'm doing throughout the week. And next time you'll see me is on Wednesdays for Dune on Other Docs channel, where we are a house that is basically a spycraft art school on this campus, and everyone is being incredibly duplicitous to each other, and I can't wait to see like what happens in that.
Awesome. Thank you for coming. As for me, you can find me tomorrow. We're off for Witcher, if I remember correctly. We're going to be back on next week because, holidays this week. And then on Monday, though, we are, like Hannah said, we are having our second interlude, which is the Lucky interlude in Nova Scotia with a special guest. And then we'll have our third and last interlude next Monday, the 5th of December. And then you're going to have to wait until after, well, basically the new year, to get Season 2 of Vampire the Masquerade. We will be back here next week for Scion. I have other things to announce, but I can't at the moment. So stick around. You'll see, you'll hear about it. Though on December 9th, there is the charity game on High Shelf Gaming, where we are going to raise money for the Trevor Project. We're going to be playing a very fun, very cheeky and meta B-series horror movie game with crappy decor and even crappier costumes. So come by, check it out. Before we leave, we're going to raid Prax right now. She's having one of her Cooking with Mama stream, and I think they're making some apple lamb thing today. So let's just go drop by and say hi, and we'll see you